Hum-a-na-na, hum-a-na-na-na-na. Hum-a-na-na, hum-a-na-na-na-na. Hum-a-na. Apparently, market research shows that people really like puppets. So there'll be more and more puppets on the show and less me. I know, I quite like this one, actually. Ah, it's nice. I'll show you another one that I found. Stay there. Look at this one, right? It's a... We've got a... It's... I know it's odd looking. It's a clam puppet. And... Oh, I've got it upside down. Hold on. I'm terrible with these things. I can never know where everything is. See? Yeah. What you owe in that? What you owe? So what do you think of that? I mean, at what point do you think, look, you know, you're in the puppet factory and everyone's coming up with their ideas for puppets. You go, I've got an idea for a puppet. What is it, Scooter? Well, an elephant? No. What about a unicorn or some kind of monkey wearing a hat? No, a clam. A clam puppet? And look at this. I mean, there's not a human being on the planet. Look, I'd never mind what Sigmund Freud says about all that stuff. There's not a human being on the planet that isn't looking at this now and thinking, oh. Well, maybe that's not the most successful puppet. And yet, strangely, I mean, maybe if it had a voice. Hey, what's up? No, in fact, if it talks, it gets more creepy. I think you know what I'm saying. Right, well, let's see. I've got a couple of announcements to make. Look, there's been some rumours on the internet that I intimidate the audience before the show and, you know, I say to them that if they don't laugh, then, you know, they'll be fired. Well, they won't be fired. In fact, I actively encourage you not to laugh this evening. None of this stuff's any good. Mind you, it's hard when you get something like this going on. Right, well, look, I'm gonna do something now that you probably haven't seen much in television these days. I'm going to take a commercial break.
Craig Ferguson.
Hey, look at you. Come on in. Well, we're going to go to the show. I am your host, Ferguson. Thank you. Thank you. Right, thank you very much. And there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Audience machine being operated by a teamster backstage. Really, Craig? I thought you had a real audience. No, you didn't. You thought I had an audience machine. You thought the audience machine was turned on and it was turned up too high. You could probably be funny if you had an audience machine. Two things. I'm not funny, they're not an audience machine. Don't you ever call my friends an audience machine again. It's a great day for America, everybody. Yes, it is. All right, turn it down. Turn it down. It's National Hot Dog Day today, everybody. That's true. It's a real day. Yes, so for those of you who think I would... Let me just assure you of one thing. If you think I would use National Hot Dog Day as an opportunity to do lewd jokes with double entendres, you are absolutely correct. That's what Hot Dog Day is for this American. Yep. Today's the day when we all make sure our buns are stuffed with big wieners. And that's all I got. Oh, there's a couple of birthdays today. Happy birthday to Slash from Guns N' Roses, and happy birthday to former White House intern Monica Lewinsky. All right, that's enough, audience machine. Slash and Monica Lewinsky, very different, of course. One is a legendary talent who's quick with their fingers and who really works up a sweat playing that instrument. And the other one's Slash. There you go, topical humor. Oh! I wonder what the audience machine guy would do if I just waited. Do you know what I think as well? I think, people say, hey, Craig, that audience is only laughing because the professional warm-up comedian guy said if they don't laugh, they'll be shot. And that's absolutely true. That's right. Clap and enjoy. Laugh and clap and enjoy for your very lives. You know what? Today in San Diego was the first day of Comic-Con, the world's big comic book convention thing. It's not just comics anymore, though. All the big Hollywood studios go there to preview next year's movies. This weekend at Comic-Con, the movie everyone's talking about, of course, is Iron Man 2, which doesn't open until next summer, but they're showing a trailer. And we're proud to announce we made a deal with the studio to show the trailer here tonight. I know, it's very exciting. Let's have a look at the first ever TV broadcast of the trailer for Iron Man 2. Take a look. That looks a lot like the trailer we were showing for Iron Man 1. Well, you don't mess with a winning formula. Anyway, the convention in San Diego, the Comic-Con, they're expecting 135,000 people a day. Not just geeks. It won't be just geeks. There'll be nerds and dorks and dweebs. Being a geek has gone completely mainstream now. It's actually cool to be a geek now. So you won't catch me making any jokes about comics and science fiction and unwanted virginity or any of that stuff. I wouldn't do it. Being a geek is a bit like being gay. Now, hear me out. Like, when gay people move into the neighbourhood, right, it makes the neighbourhood better. Things get cleaner, everything smells nicer, crime goes down. Yes, same with geeks. They move into the technology advances, life gets easier. Without geeks, we'd still be playing Pong on the computers. Without geeks, we'd still be using magazines for our porn. Magazines! With pages. Gay men and geeks very similar in other ways too. Both have about the same amount of sex with women. That's actually not true. That's not true now. Not true these days. These days women are into geeks. Now that, being a geek is fashionable, I think jocks are the new geeks. Yeah. At least that's what I'd be saying if I was at Comic-Con this week. That's what the geeks are. Hey, baby, want to check out my lightsaber? I don't mean my penis, I mean my actual lightsaber. But this year at Comic-Con, they're expecting a record number of women. Women are drawn to the new movies like the Star Wars and Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings because they get the strong female characters. Star Wars is Princess Leia. Harry Potter is Hermione. Lord of the Rings has Orlando Bloom. She is... a personality of your own? You'll do as I tell you. Oh, who put the emoticon machine into the audience machine? Now it's gonna go crazy. A lot of women go to the Comic-Con thing now. They dress up as the characters. And I think women pull that off better than the men. Do we have a picture of some of the women for Comic-Con? Look at that. See, that works for me, all them Princess Leias. That's like a dream I had. Now, let's take a look at some of the dudes from Comic-Con. Do we have a picture or so? Let's see that. Yeah. Thanks, man. He's in the evil Spider-Man outfit. Did we have another one? We got another one, haven't we? Yeah, look at that guy. Okay. Who the hell is that? I just heard floating in from some woman's voice in the audience going, so gross. I know, let me see it again. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at that. You can't help but look, can you? I think somebody's spidey sense is tinkling. Tinkling? Did I say tinkling? It might have been. I don't understand why people feel the need to dress up like their favourite characters. I don't understand that. You can enjoy a movie without... Like, it's not just at conventions. People go to movies, like they go to a Harry Potter movie dressed like Harry Potter, or the Indiana Jones movie dressed like Indiana Jones. I like the movie. I really like the movie Silence of the Lambs, but I have never felt the need. I have never felt the need to make a suit out of human skin to go and see it.
Put the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion in the basket.
I creeped myself out about that. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. All right, welcome back, everybody. If you're joining us, good. Now, I'm just having a look at the finalists and then run up to the final of the puppet popularity contest. We're having a contest on the show to see who's the most popular puppet. That's why it's called the Puppet Popularity Contest, obviously. All right, well, here's the results so far, but we got the pig here is doing very well. It's got 15 million. Mahmoud Ahmadinejad of Iran's doing well. Gay German penguin, and then there's what the hell is that thing there? What's that? It's something that was on the show. And then the shark, which is my personal favourite. The shark is my personal favourite. Only 989 million votes. These are all in millions, by the way, these votes. I know, I'm very upset. And then the surprise result, the waving crocodile, who made his first appearance on the show last night, and was not actually included in the popularity contest, is already... which is technically against the rules. But it was so cute when that crocodile waved last night. I think the nation's heart melted. But I'm just going to add a little bit of this here, because I want to just change this around a bit. The clam seems to be doing well. Look at that. Yeah. I was thinking, how can I help this poor little thing look a little more friendly? And I thought maybe I'd draw some hair on it. Just a little fringe, look, a little fringe on the top. There. Maybe a little beard here, look at that. A little soul patch. Yeah, let's see, let's do a close-up of that, look. That's getting there. Maybe a little hat. Do we have a hat? Can I borrow your hat? Sure. All right. Is this hat stitched on? No, it's not. There you are. All right. Look. I'm like Martha Stewart for stoners. There, a clam wearing a hat. There, that looks kind of... No. How's that? Didn't really work, did it? Quite a few things in the show not working tonight. I hope that's not a trend. See, this is what happens when you bring in a real audience opposed to having a machine. For years I had an audience machine and I was hilarious, but now in front of real people... Not so funny anymore, are you, mister from another country? Another one? We'll be right back after these messages, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the big show where things are going so great tonight. This is one of the best. This is the one we'll be submitting for the Emmy. Nothing they like better than a clam puppet, the old Emmy. Tonight on a very special Late Late Show, the clam puppet learned something. Feelings are important. Yes, they are, clam puppet. Yes, they are. All right, do we have time for emails? Yep. All right, this is from Elspeth in Oberlin, in Ohio. Oberlin? That sounds like the name of one of the characters at Comic-Con this year. Do we have a picture of one of the characters at Comic-Con? There you go. The mighty Oberlin. Dear Craig, says Elspeth, I am starting law school in the fall, but I think I'd rather be a late-night television host. Should I pursue this dream? I wouldn't know. I'm not a late-night television host. I'm just doing a job regular Americans don't want to do. I don't know, be a lawyer or a late-night television show? You don't want to be a lawyer because, you know, then there's the whole eternity in hell to worry about later. This is from Jay in Orlando in Florida. Jay? Not Jay. Hey, Craig, good to day. How's it going? Jay says, hey, Craig, how do I tell a friend that I'm in love with her without ruining our friendship? Yeah, you know, just get married to her. You'll be good. Jessica in Queens in New York. Jessica says, Craig, what would you do if one day the winning puppet wants to leave the show? You know, it'd be very simple. I think that will happen, actually. I think when the winning puppet, is announced, that puppet will want to leave the show, will get their own publicist, get their own agent. Probably end up at 10 o'clock on NBC, if it's my guess. Oh, that's better. Oh, I really enjoyed that. Nothing like shaking your fist at a completely fictitious audience. Oh, I know how they do it. Yeah, what they do is they green screen the audience in after he's gone. This is from Alyssa in Green Bay, which is in Wisconsin. Wonderful state full of cheese. Dear Craig, what would you do if you were driving along and wham, a water balloon hits the windshield of your car? I'm wondering because me and my friends throw them at cars. We don't know if it's illegal or not, so watch out. Oh, you liked that, didn't you? Water balloon throwing. Maybe I'll throw some water balloons at you. When I get angry at the audience, I become very gay. Maybe I'll throw some water balloons at you! All right, this is from Corinne in Parsippany in New Jersey. Corinne says, Craig, a core belief of Buddhism is that we shouldn't become too attached to material things. Yes, I'm familiar with that. Have you ever considered smashing that snake mug of yours to demonstrate your advanced state? All right, let's get one thing straight. This is not a democracy here. If I want to smash the snake mug, which I won't, because I am not that advanced, Buddhism-wise. Plus, I like it. It's a nice snake. Some people don't like the snake mug, and you know what I call these people? Al-Qaeda. My favourite part of the show so far is when I shook my fist at you guys. All right, I'll do it again. We'll take a break. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, I realised I've reached my fist-shaking years. I've become an old dude. I'm... Are you rotten kids? It's a move I learned from the bad guys in Scooby-Doo. If it wasn't for you, rotten kids and that pesky dog got away. It's either that or Andy Rooney. I'm not quite sure. My first guest tonight is in a new film. Oh. Will you knock it off? She's in the new... I wish you were here. These are... Oh. Will you shut up? Daddy's working here. My first guest is in a new film, The Ugly Truth, which is in theaters now. Take a look at this.
You two project this image of the perfect couple when clearly it's a lie. I watched your show for years. You used to be this cool, confident cat. And you, Georgia, I mean, this one's no dumb bunny. Lo and behold, she became more popular than you did. You hate her success. You feel emasculated by her. And that screws with your head.
What's your point, Mr. Chapman?
Yes, Georgia, take control.
Let him be a
I let him be a man.
You have to let me be a man. Let him be a man. You
No, they're not
give
gonna...
it to her.
Georgia, let me be a man.
And that, my friends, is the ugly truth.
Please welcome Cheryl Hines, everybody. Cheryl Hines. Welcome, Cheryl. Welcome. You look lovely, may I say.
Oh, thank you.
You look sensational. It's all going on. You're working it, girl.
I'm trying to work it.
You know, you look great.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
Good.
I'm in that movie, you know, The Ugly Truth.
I know.
That's what I say here. I do the I knows.
But why weren't you at the premiere? Because you were working.
It's
Ding
working.
dong. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it was so fun to see you on the gigantic screen. They have big movie theaters here, and the screen was huge, and you looked very, very cute.
Big?
Cute.
Did I look cute?
Yeah, real cute, I was going to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? That's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for that, though.
It's really difficult to see yourself.
Not really. All you need is a mirror or...
I mean, on a big screen like that, it's hard.
Did you get uncomfortable seeing yourself in movies?
Yes, I do.
Really? Why? You look sensational. You're a hot, sexy mess. Come on.
I'm a hot, sexy... Oh, I have something for you.
What?
Okay, my mom loves and adores you. My mom,
You've told me that before.
My
Yeah, she's
stepfather.
lovely.
And of course, they're here.
Where?
But right there, there's my mom.
Oh, hello. Hi.
And
Who's the dude?
here's the dude. That's her husband, Phil. That's my
Right.
stepdad.
Your mom and her husband. Hey, hello, hi. How are you?
And my nephew, Dave.
I shook my fist at your mom. I didn't know your mom was in the audience. I feel terrible.
You should, because she got you a gift.
What did she get me?
Okay, first of all, she hates snakes.
Why? Oh, you
She
didn't know your mom was in
hates
Al Qaeda.
Okay, she's threatened to stop watching your show because of that mug.
Whoa, I can't afford a 50% drop in viewership.
So she bought you a new coffee mug, especially because you do the Prince Charles character, and she thought, how sweet is that? It's cute. So we wanted to give that to you. She's hoping that you'll...
Yes, I might use it. Thank you very much, that's very kind
That's
of
very
you.
sweet.
Yes, that's nice. Does your mom always come with you to the talk shows and stuff?
She loves you.
Right.
I mean,
that's nice.
she does come out, you know, she came out for the Ugly Truth premiere, so
Right.
that was exciting. But, you know, we came to see you.
You were here,
I
yes.
was
I
in the
remember seeing you in the
audience.
audience, and I was surprised because I thought it was just an audience machine we had, but apparently there's an audience here every night.
Is that weird? So, yeah, I came here with my mom and Phil because they love you, and
That's very nice. Do they live in California?
They live in Tallahassee, Florida.
That's very far to come to
It
watch
is.
this show.
It is.
Where do you live?
Where do I live?
Exact address, please.
I live around here.
Yeah?
I live, like,
Right over there?
there.
Yeah. I'm going to just add a little bit to this.
Okay, good.
King of late night TV.
I heard you were king of late night.
I am, yeah. King of late night TV.
That looks very professional, too.
It does look good,
No,
doesn't
it
it? Look at
looks
that.
really
Yeah,
good.
King of late night TV. Yeah, I keep the words late and night separate. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I can't play by the rules. That's why.
Are you allowed to say that?
What? Say what? Say what?
Rules?
Yeah!
Cute. Very
That's
cute.
why. So listen, tell me how you doing. You know Larry David was here for...
I know.
Yes.
Because he's in Whatever Works. He
Yeah.
was so good in that. It was such a great...
He was great. When I see that movie, I'm going to really enjoy him in it.
You probably don't get to go to movies. You didn't even get to see your own movie.
No, I didn't. Well, it's not my movie. I'm in it
Oh,
for
it
30
is. You're
seconds.
featured.
Yeah, Jerry Butler's in the movie. He's a friend of mine.
I know.
Do you like Jerry?
He's pretty dreamy.
Dreamy? Jerry Butler?
Don't you think? No.
Well, I'm a dude, so no.
Well, yeah, you know, he has, he's a snake charmer, if you will. He is. No, but any woman that meets him, they're like mesmerized.
Really?
Yes, that's what happened.
Are we talking you or are we talking your mom?
My mom.
Your mom was mesmerized by Jerry Butler's snake charming abilities?
Listen, yes, I know. It kind of goes against everything she stands for.
Yeah, kind of. Like somehow I'm the bad guy when I've got a snake. I have to have the King of Late Night TV mug, which actually I'm kind of fond of. But Jerry gets to be Snake Eyes.
Yeah. Well, he's very.
Do you know what I was going to ask you though?
What? Tell me.
You did a voice in a cartoon movie that I really
geez.
loved. The why are you laughing?
Because I know what you're gonna
It's
say.
Space Chimps. It was fantastic. Chimps in space. They were chimps and they went to space, and it was a cartoon.
I know.
That's the best movie ever made.
Oh my God. It really was the best movie ever made. I tell you,
I'm detecting a certain lack of loyalty from you about this movie.
listen, when I watched the movie, I was surprised by things that came up. Now that's what makes it sound weird and dirty or something, but it's not.
It was kind of weird. It was
But
monkeys
it's super weird.
It was a super weird movie. The monkeys go to space and then
then the alien thing.
an
they
alien
get dunked in-
threatens the monkeys,
Yeah.
but the monkeys escape. And wasn't this movie released against the James Bond movie or something? It was like, what's it going to be this weekend? Daniel Craig with his snaky eyes, dreaminess, or monkeys from space?
Yeah, know, yeah. So
I actually did like it, though. I did like
you?
that movie. Yeah.
It is something else.
Yeah. What are you up to now, then? What are you doing now?
What am I doing? Well, I just went to Nantucket.
I know a poem.
But I thought of you because on the way to Nantucket, you know, you have to take a tiny little plane, right?
Yeah, it's an island.
It is an island, but it's like a 6-seater little. It's like a VW bus or something. You're
Right.
sitting in a tiny plane, and somebody had to sit in the co-pilot seat. So the pilot said, you know, you sit there. So I had the things on, and I've got all the gauges, and then I start, you know, really stressing because.
Can you fly a plane?
No!
I think it's appropriate to be stressed if you're sitting in the co-pilot seat with the headphones and the gauges and you can't fly a plane.
Yeah,
That would be...
I would have to, though, right?
Not as much as the people sitting in the passenger seats would be stressing, though.
Well, if something happened to him, if he, had a heart attack or something,
Right.
I literally would have to,
Don't see. See, that's the first thing you mustn't do. Don't do that. Don't do that. Here's if you're ever, God forbid that should ever happen to you. If you're in a plane, here's what you do.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a little button on the control panel. It's got AP written above it. That stands for autopilot. Press it.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Because Robert Luketic, who directed The Ugly Truth, said that you were getting your pilot's license. Am I allowed to tell your secrets? But did you get it? You're working on it.
Next week, next Friday.
So you would know what to do.
I don't know. I'll fly you around.
Next time I go to Nantucket,
I'll fly you to
call
Nantucket. And I mean that in the most allegorical sense. Cheryl Hines, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the big show where nothing's really that big. My next guest is an author. He's written a new book, The Accidental Billionaires. Now, you know, when people come on with the movies, we show a clip of the movie. See, I thought it's only fair if you have a writer on, you have a little clip of their book. You know what I mean? So here's a little clip from the book, page 121. As Eduardo went back to the girl wrapped around his waist, bolstered by the music of his friend getting crazy in the stall next to him, a thought hit him and he couldn't stop smiling. They had groupies. And beyond that, he realized he had been very wrong about something. A computer program could actually get you laid. Please welcome Ben Mezrich, everybody. Ben Mezrich. Welcome, Ben.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again. I saw you in New York.
Yeah, we met in New York at a book festival.
The book, well, you were talking about your book. I was talking about my book, and this book is about accidental billionaires. They just wanted to meet girls.
Yeah, like you were saying in the monologue, the geeks
yes.
trying to become rock stars.
And they kind of do now, because this is about the guys that invented Facebook, right?
Yeah, two geeky kids from college who became billionaires.
Yeah. And do you stop being a geek if you get lots of money?
I think you stop being a geek when you start to get laid. I think that's the rule, but I think a little bit, yeah.
I didn't think it was connected to sexuality in any way, geekdom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For the first 25 years of my life when I was not getting laid, I felt it was very connected.
Were you 25 years?
No, I was actually 22.
22?
20, yeah, is that sad?
Was that kind of Jonas Brothers purity thing?
You know what? I wish I could say that it was, but it really was being 90 pounds in high school and college.
Really? So did you have anything to do with all this
Facebook?
stuff? Yeah.
No, I had nothing to do with Facebook. No.
That's why you have to work for
now
a
I have
living.
to write passages like that.
But the geeky world you know something about, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to go to Comic-Con this weekend? Then?
You know, I'm dying to go to Comic-Con, but no, I'm not. I'm not going to make it. I haven't been before, but 150,000 of my people.
Yeah, I don't know. I maybe I'm thinking about going. There's a Spider-Man costume lying around here. You could probably...
I saw it. It looked good. It looked good. Yeah, yeah.
So have you ever dressed up like...
No, I'm not that much of a geek. I never dressed up as any characters.
So how come you get interested in this kind of... Did you use network sites to meet girls when you were 22?
No, you know what? Sadly, I did not. I wasn't really... I was a little bit too old for that, but my wife is obsessed with Facebook, and I was always on Facebook. And
is that how you met her?
No, I didn't meet her at Facebook. No. But
how did you meet her then?
I met her actually at a nightclub, amazingly enough. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I know.
Were you dancing? Or...
I was sweating profusely actually. But
right.
I was in a nightclub and I saw her there, and I was with this good-looking guy, and he was like, "I'll help you meet her." And then he spent the whole night dancing with her, and I never met her. And then and he actually got her number and everything. And about 2 months later, I saw her at another nightclub, and I used the same approach with another good-looking guy, because I was always terrified of girls.
Right.
And so he made the approach, but this time I was able to get her number and spent about 6 months trying to actually go out with her. It's really sad, I know.
No, it's not sad at all. It's adorable, and it shows application.
Well, I'll tell you.
I think it's admirable. No wonder she fell for you. You're just lovely.
Well, you have a lot of...
It's true. That's nice, though, but using other, other good-looking men to do your work like that,
yeah.
Were these guys gay?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think they were gay. I just think that they were...
Look, well, here's a good test. Did either one of them try to take their clothes off next to you?
No, none of them tried to do that. No, that didn't happen.
Okay, well, that's a hint, usually.
Yeah, probably not.
Not that all gay men try to take their clothes off next to you.
Well, they might not have been into me, but...
That's what I'm saying. But if they were in a nightclub with you and things got a little crazy...
No, it wasn't like that. No.
Are you sure it wasn't
I'm
like
positive
that?
it wasn't like that. Yeah.
Well, you're very trusting then, sending men after the girl that you... Well, anyway, so well, tell me about the guys who founded Facebook.
Sure,
were they good people? Or
it started as a college prank. Late one night, the main character, Mark Zuckerberg, was got dissed by a girl. He was on a date and it didn't go well. And what
did she do?
Well, she just didn't really like him, and he went home.
That's not disrespectful.
No, he was upset. So he drank a bunch of beers.
Right.
And at 2 a.m, he hacked into all the computers at Harvard and pulled up all the pictures of every girl on campus and made this Hot or Not website where you could vote on who the hottest girl at Harvard was. And this ended up crashing all the servers at Harvard, and he almost got kicked out of college.
Yes.
But that was the birth...
If I was related to any of these girls, he would have get kicked out of the planet as well.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is he was shocked that people were upset. Like, all the women on campus hated him after that.
No wonder.
Yeah, you would think. And but then that was kind of the beginning of Facebook.
And Facebook was born from that?
Well, he thought, what if girls could put their own pictures up, and then I could go meet them.
More interesting.
So that's how it started,
And now he's a billionaire.
Now he is a billionaire.
And I'm stuck here. It's a very interesting book. I've actually just started it. It's very, very interesting. It's lovely to see you again. Ben Mezrich, everybody.
Hey.
We'll be right back.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
All right, here's what we learned on the show. Cheryl Hines' mum doesn't like the snake mug, and she brought a new cup for me. But I quite like the snake mug, but I also quite like the new cup. So I thought there was a way out of this. Let's introduce some more cups and the president of Iran, and we'll have a... We'll have a popularity poll. And then I thought, well, that's too complicated. So what we'll do is we'll add the cup to the existing popularity poll. And it's a very simple question on the snake mug. Go to the CBS website. What is it? CBS.com, stuff. And the vote, and we'll have a very simple vote on the website. Snake cup, yes or no? Snake cup, yes or no? And when the snake cup, yes or no? I like that. It made me sound like I was sincere. Snake cup, yes or no? And then if you say yes to the snake cup, then maybe I'll keep it. And if you say no to the snake cup, maybe I'll keep it. The only puppets on this show are the clams. Good night, everybody.